needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing.
And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world, because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi ní Nàìjíríà lókè òkun, mo ń kí yín fún Kérésìmesì ọdún yìí á yabo fún wa o. Gbogbo àlàrí bá ti ṣe tààrọ̀ náà gbégbá o. I wish my fans all over the world, in Europe, America, Australia, everywhere, a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Catch ya next year.
It's a season of love, a season of joy, a season to celebrate you because you deserve it. From all of us at Voice of the People TV, we only want to wish you a very merry, happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year ahead.
Hello there, good evening once again, and welcome to Political Lens on Voice of the People Television. Today is 26th December, Boxing Day, and we have before us a Christmas box. It's meant for our guests here, and we've been joined in the studio here by Dr. Peter Anosike. Dr. Anosike is a philosopher, he's a journalist, business consultant, and author. He is the author of Dangote's 10 Commandments of Money. And Dr. Anosike, good evening and welcome to Political Lens.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, good to have come. When you're leaving, you can take the box of gift. It belongs to you. It typifies, our expression of love to you for what you have done for us all year round.
Business first.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Now, on the show today, you can also be a part of this conversation by calling in or sending WhatsApp messages to the number showing on your screen. And by the way, in case you don't know, we are broadcasting on Metro SL TV channel 264 and on YouTube and other social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. On the show today, U.S. strikes in Northeast spark controversies in Nigeria. NAS orders regazetting of tax laws as Yoruba Nation agitators block road, assault police in Ogun State. Now let's get into it. The United States carried out a Christmas Day airstrike on alleged ISIS targets in northwest Nigeria, Sokoto to be very precise, in Jabo village in Sokoto State, in coordination with the Nigerian government, where U.S. President Donald Trump claimed the operation was aimed at stopping what he described as the killing of Christians, a narrative Nigerian officials have rejected. Well, Nigeria's Foreign Minister Yusuf Tuga confirmed Abuja provided intelligence and approved the airstrike, stressing it was part of a broader counter-terrorism cooperation and not motivated by religion. Residents in affected areas reported loud explosions that caused fear and property damage, but no casualties. Well, many locals said they were surprised by the strike, noting that their communities had not experienced recent attacks and were not known ISIL strongholds. They also have information from the United States that scores of terrorists, that there were multiple fatalities, multiple casualties after the operation. Well, missile fragments were reportedly found near farmland and homes, raising concerns among villagers, while analysts questioned whether ISIL-linked cells actually operate in the specific location hit. Reactions within Nigeria were mixed. Some politicians and former officials welcomed the strike as relief for farmers and travelers facing insecurity, while others warned it exposed Nigeria's inability to handle its own security and threaten national sovereignty. The opposition PDP criticized the government for poor communication as news of the strike first came from Trump's social media handle, while civil society groups and analysts cautioned against framing the violence as religious, emphasizing that both Muslims and Christians are victims of widespread insecurity. Dr. Anosike, finally, Trumps and guns are blazing. Are you surprised? Did you see it coming?
Well, I see it coming because Donald Trump is in the mode of Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
Whatever they say, they do. Whatever they say, they do. And I also feel like Nigeria government were taken by surprise. Because what the foreign minister decided that to do is a kind of damage control.
Okay.
If not, we are not supposed to have heard that first from the United States.
Okay.
The strike happened in Nigeria, and it took several hours after Donald Trump has posted on X before Nigeria government now has to do a kind of a follow-up.
Okay.
And mind you, it is not the foreign minister that is supposed to have made the statement.
Who should have made the statement?
This happened in Nigeria. We have a Minister of Defense State. We have the Chief of Army Staff and so forth.
Okay, but this has a direct foreign involvement of the United States of America. You still don't think that it should have been the Minister of Foreign Affairs?
We have defense in Nigeria, and it happened.
Okay, but does it really matter who broke the information, whether United States or Nigeria? The fact that the airstrike, there was an airstrike aimed at taking out terrorists, should we be concerned with who?
We should be concerned what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria government should be briefing us what is happening in Nigeria.
So does it look like the Nigerian government was not aware, of what was going to happen? We recall that the foreign minister, Yusuf Tuga, said that, look, he had a one-on-one, about 19 minutes discussion with Secretary of State Marco Rubio, before the airstrike. 19 minutes, to be very clear. That was what Tuga said. You still don't think that Nigerian government was aware of it?
So after the 19 minutes discussion, then the strike happened. Donald Trump tweeted. Now it took Nigerian officials hours to also confirm that this is a collaboration.
Okay, so apparently, what your insinuation here is that the Nigerian government, not even Nigerian president, was
they were taken by surprise. They were taken by surprise because they did not want a repeat of what happened when the United States wanted to rescue the Chibok girls.
Okay.
And the information was leaked to them, understand? And everything was messed up.
Now, in terms of precedence, in terms of security, because I think we are discussing Nigeria's sovereignty here, don't you think that it was proper for the president to have been informed? And if the president knew, because there are a lot of people who said that, look, it is good that the Nigerian government was not aware, because if they were aware, that there would have probably been a leak, like you rightly cited now. So do you think that it's proper for Nigerian government to have been cut off? Recall when Osama bin Laden, was killed in Abbottabad in Pakistan. After his death, now a debate arose whether the intelligence community in Pakistan, whether the military authorities knew that there was going to be a strike and Osama bin Laden. So is that what we are seeing now?
No,
Like I'm sorry, like this debate is going on now in all parts of Nigeria. Nigerians are saying, look, your president was taken unawares. What kind of president is he? He's not on ground and things like that.
For me, by the way it all happened, because what I was checking the time that Donald Trump tweeted and the time Nigerian government responded.
Okay.
Understand? Because this happened in Nigeria, it's the Nigerian government that should have confirmed what happened in Nigeria first, not somebody from the United States. Understand? Okay. And it took several hours before Nigerian government should issue a statement. So that showed me that they don't want a repeat of what happened there in 2014.
Okay.
When the Nigerian government were informed of what the United States want to do, and surprisingly, the Boko Haram terrorists were wearing a gas mask.
Because they were going to gas that place and smoke them out.
Sure. So because in security, you make sure that you covered everything.
Now, Dr. Anosike, we are trying to get at something, knowledge, intelligence sharing. Is it proper that our president didn't know? And if the president knew, if he was the only person informed, do you still believe that there might have been a leak if the president knew about it?
It depends on who is talking to the president.
Probably Hexet himself or Marco Rubio.
But somebody told you that they discussed with the Secretary of State for 19 minutes, which means it wasn't the president that was discussing. Okay. And we know that some people have sympathy for these bandits. Some people have sympathy for them, and these people are likely to nick the information. So for me, it's better or the way it was carried out.
Okay, the way it was carried out. Now let's interrogate the aspect of collaboration. If it was a collaboration and nobody in the Nigerian hierarchy, not the president, not the service chiefs, not the chief of defense staff, not the minister of defense knew about this invasion, and there's supposed to be some kind of collaboration between the Nigerian intelligence community and the United States.
If there's a collaboration, okay, it would have been a joint statement.
It would have been a joint statement.
Sure.
So apparently there's no collaboration.
There's no collaboration.
So does it look like an invasion? Nigeria was invaded by United States.
No, because when they were gathering their intels, Nigerian government was aware. Okay. And Nigerian government has been having a series of meetings with them.
And in the nick of time, they felt it was not necessary to inform the Nigerian military hierarchy.
No, that's security.
Okay.
That's security. Or you can tell them, I'll be striking in a week time. And you strike that the next hour.
Okay.
So you shouldn't tell your enemies, look, I'm coming.
Okay.
Understand
me?
So
at this point, the federal government has also become part of the enemy community.
No, this is a trust issue.
It's trust issue.
Because there's a dangerous precedent.
Okay, now does this look like an infringement on the Nigerian sovereignty?
It is not an infringement.
Okay.
Understand? Because they are now doing what we call in the media make good. Understand? Okay. We supplied the intel. Understand? We were aware of the strike.
Which you don't believe.
Which I don't believe.
Okay,
because
so it's more like an invasion.
The statement that Donald Trump made, he never put Nigeria government in the picture.
Okay.
He never said that it was a collaboration between Nigerian intelligence and the US intelligence.
Okay.
Understand? So, but Nigeria knows.
Okay, so Dr. Anosike, you don't think it's invasion? You don't think it's an infringement on our sovereignty?
No,
it's
not.
It's not. Welcome as far as you are concerned.
Sure.
Okay, now we have a certain
because this is a Machiavellian principle of the end justifying the means.
The means, okay, the end justifies the means, according to Dr. Anosike. Gumi and some northern elements are angered by the strike, and he has personally called for the cancellation of the collaborative effort between US and Nigeria. What does that tell you about the disposition of northern elites on the war on terror?
No, before I walked into the studio, I read comment by former governor of Sokoto State.
Okay.
Understand?
Bafarawa.
Tambawa.
Okay, Tambuwa, Laminu.
Understand? Sure. So where he was saying that he will still have to investigate further, that to know what really happened, which means a lot of them did not know what happened. Understand?
Okay.
But that they shouldn't panic. That's what he is telling. He is telling his own people.
Okay.
You know, he was once he represented Sokoto South in the National Assembly.
Yes, before he became.
Understand me?
Governor.
So he said that he will still ask for further questions about what happened. This shows you that many of them were taken unaware, but he did not condemn the strike.
Okay, he did not condemn the
At
strike.
all.
But what I'm saying is that a few people, pockets of people, elders in
Those are terrorist sympathizers.
And you think that they don't matter in this equation. People like Sheikh Gumi has said several times, like, Trump, if you as much as kill one Muslim in the name of fighting for Christians, be very sure that the Muslims are going to unleash mayhem on Christians. It will even be worse. And we also have groups that say, if you kill 10 terrorists, you have 100 to supply the next day. In the midst of all of this, do you think that it is going to be peace? There's going to be peace at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, there's going to be peace. There's going to be peace when these people are stopped from doing what they are doing.
Okay.
Understand? What America is trying to show them is they don't have that liberty of killing other people. I'm not talking about Christians now,
Okay.
because Muslims are also being killed. Understand?
Okay.
So, and when a gun is fired, nobody knows whether or the victim is going to be a Christian or a Muslim. So they should stop killing people.
And now, are you surprised that this happened in Sokoto State? Sokoto has been very quiet, very peaceful. A lot of people were expecting that if this kind of thing will happen, it could be somewhere in Borno State. That is the hotbed, the flashpoint of insecurity. But all of a sudden, we see United States strike a base in Sokoto, probably ISWAP, Islamic State West Africa Province, they are based there. Are you surprised that it happened in Sokoto, and probably that could be their supply depot?
Well, when this information came about America coming, it is only a tree that will hear that it's going to be cut and it will remain where it is.
Okay.
Maybe Intel has told them that many of them has run to a quiet area,
Okay.
which is Sokoto. Okay. Understand me? Which is Sokoto, because everybody knows that Borno is hot,
Okay.
Zamfara is hot, and Sokoto is peaceful. So they might go there.
Okay.
Understand me?
To camp.
Yes, that to hold on. So striking Sokoto could be that's a part of the intel that they gathered. Okay. And mind you, our Nigerian committee said that they supplied the intelligence.
Okay, but do you believe that the Nigerian government supplied intelligence?
That's what they say now.
Okay.
Understand?
No, I know that's what they say, but I'm
Yes.
asking, do you believe them? Do they have that capability to, gather that kind of intelligence?
America has been gathering their intelligence for more than 2 months now.
Okay.
Understand? So there could be a reason of them hitting Sokoto, but we know that Sokoto has not been in the news for wrong reasons in recent times.
In recent times.
So
yes.
It's a shock for a lot of people why Sokoto instead of Zamfara or Borno State.
Okay, now.
And again, this has also countered what the former defense minister said, that where these people are, bomb cannot get to them.
Okay.
Understand?
Now, does it lend credence to, Daniel Bola, presidential spokesperson the other time, about a fortnight ago, said, look, the problem why we cannot track terrorists is because they use a certain communication network. It was very specific. He mentioned Starlink. He said because it's Chinese, and Nigerian government cannot, connect with it and all of that and monitor it. So do you think that is because of, if you put that into perspective, will you now still believe that, look, Nigerian government supplied the information, since the presidential spokesperson said we don't have the technology to track them? So it's probably the American intelligence that was able to confirm their hideout. Which one will it be for you?
Well, as like I told you, Nigeria government were taken by surprise like most Nigerians.
Okay.
Understand? And they will rely more on the intelligence gathered by them than from government source. Because they know that many people in government are sympathetic, understand, to this insurgents. Many people in government are benefiting from the insurgents.
Okay.
Understand? So the issue is this: they will rely more on their own intelligence than what they
Okay,
get
so
from
apparently
government.
Nigerian government saying we supplied intelligence is just soundbite. You know, to make Nigerians.
That's to make good, that to say that we are not taken by surprise. Because one organization in Africa is already condemning Nigeria government for ending the airstrike.
Okay.
They are saying it's a kind of not respecting our sovereignty.
Okay.
So if that thing happens, you have to issue a statement to show that I'm on top.
I'm in control.
I'm in control. Understand me? So that is what is really
Now, Dr. Anosike,
going
what
on.
will be the political implication of our president not knowing that there was going to be an airstrike? What do you think will be the implication in terms of security, intelligence, and what it means is that, I mean, Nigeria is open and anything could happen at any time.
No, everybody knows that Nigeria is open. Understand? Whether through the borders, through the air, or even through the sea. Understand? But the issue is where he feels protected. Where he feels unprotected. But I know that Nigerians are happy. But to me, it is a failure of government.
Failure of government.
Because for you to be in a country, and another country is coming that will strike in your country, show that you don't have the capacity to protect your own people.
And that's why they went into collaboration in the first place.
Which means it's a failure of governance.
Now, when you say that people are happy, your friend, rights activist Omole Eshowore, the leader of the AAC, has condemned the airstrike and described it as an invasion of Nigeria's sovereignty. He also alleged that foreign powers don't help to build countries, but merely exploit them. How do you respond to Eshowore's claim? And mind you, a lot of people are saying that, look, America's involvement is not basically altruistic because they see that there's a lot of mineral exploitation in that northwest region and that the Chinese people are involved. So America is just stepping in to come and take their own share of the minerals. How do you respond to those claims?
Well, for me, the world is guided by interest. Understand? America is not a Father Christmas.
Okay.
The jets, the bomb, we are all made with money. Understand me? We are all made, even though they are coming to put things in order, they must have an interest. Understand? Why are we doing this? Because a white man will always ask you, can you prove this? What would I benefit from this? Understand me? What will I benefit from this? So, but for now, we don't know. America has not signed any agreement with Understand me? And then that the bandits in the North Central should be disarmed.
Okay.
These are the two things that we know. The other ones, we are hearing about all the agreement from the U.S. congressmen,
Okay.
not from our own people.
From the Nigerian government.
Understand? Which is wrong. Which is very, very wrong. So for me, I don't know what is at the back of America's mind.
Okay.
Understand? But for now, they want to stop the the killings in Nigeria.
Okay, now talking about business interests and America's involvement, perhaps to also be part of, taking the booty from Nigeria.
That's their own.
That's the question I asked, and you said that look, there's always an interest tied to any.
Yes, but I don't know what's the American interest.
Okay, you don't know what's America's interest.
Yes.
Now, but you also know that there's a lot of Chinese activities within that area, and you also know that there's been so much loans from China. Do you think that, and we are also not privy, to some of the agreements that are signed, the ones that were even told that there's an agreement, we don't even know the letters of the agreement. Do you think that the exploitation, the freedom to exploit, resources in the Northwest could be some form of securitization of Chinese loans, which we don't know? Is there a possibility?
Well, I don't know. Just like when we heard that Tinubu, Buhari sold our crude oil that's in advance. We didn't know. That's what I mean. So, and why this thing can be happening is because of the kind of economy that we are operating in the country, where everything is tied that's to the federal government. An instance, if there's gold in Sokoto, and the government in Sokoto don't have any right over it. Understand? Whatever is happening there, the governor will not show interest. Okay. And the people also will not show interest. But if there's resource control, and the gold in Sokoto is in the hand of Sokoto state government, whatever happens, he must make sure that it is protected.
Okay.
And the people of Sokoto who are benefiting from that will also make sure that it is protected. So it is the kind of economy that we are running that is giving room for all those things.
Okay. Now, we'll talk about resource control another day, but for today, I want us to stay within the issue of America's involvement. Now, Dr. Anosike, how long do you think this exercise will last? Do you expect it to be sporadic, frequent, or do you think it might eventually require boots on ground over time?
Well, it's a process, understand me? And Donald Trump has said that more of the strike will still come.
Okay.
And I know that when it didn't stop it, there might be boots, understand me, which we don't pray let it get that to that extent.
Okay.
Understand? So this is an opportunity for Nigerian government to continue from where America stopped. Because the former defense minister Badado said that where they are, our bombs cannot get them.
Okay.
America has shown that a bomb can get them. If Nigeria can take up immediately from where America stopped, understand? So America will have to calm down. I will now be providing intelligence and the hardware.
Okay. Now, when you say that we don't pray for it to get to having boots on ground, why do you want us to pray? If it gets to a point where America has to put troops down, what will be the implication?
Terrorists everywhere in the world have one tactic, that's using a human shield.
Okay, soft targets.
Understand me? That's using human that to protect themselves. And when it gets to that, you will see them abducting people, understand, and putting them where they are, understand. And when you get to that stage, that's where you will see that America is killing innocent children, innocent women.
And there might be a rebound because certainly international uproar,
Sure, now.
Now, exactly the point. Now, the Nigerian government has consistently said, look, where these people are, some of the time where we can even get to them, they have human shield around them, and we don't want to cause collateral damage. So how far do you think that these airstrikes, is going to solve the problem? How far do you think? Because, there are pockets. We are just talking about the Northwest now. The Northeast, nobody is talking about the Northeast, even the North Central. And mind you, as these things happen, they will keep filtering into other parts of the country. And if they are determined to cause problems for themselves and for America, I mean, by the time you are dealing with Sokoto, there's a strike in the southwest. By the time you come down to southwest, they go back to northeast. And by the time you get to northeast, they're in the southeast. So America's involvement, how long do you think it will last?
For me, that's it is. Donald Trump has said that it is ongoing.
Okay.
It's not what we should expect that to end in 1 week or in 1 month.
Okay.
And so, but the Nigeria security intelligence should also help by also making sure that these people don't run to other states. Understand? By making sure that movement is checked, both they cannot go by air.
Okay.
That maybe lorries carrying things, everybody should be scrutinized.
Okay.
Maybe because they come with a sheep, with goat, with yams and so on and so forth. Understand? So they should make sure that any truck on the road is checked. That to make sure that the occupants are ordinary civilians.
I like your prescription, but the danger here is that a lot of Nigerians believe that, look, that the military command, the military hierarchy has been very complicit, in ensuring that, look, this war on terror, that Nigeria cannot win it. If we have a situation where we rely on the same military hierarchy to prevent the infiltration of terrorists, their cells in other parts of the country, how would that solve our problem?
We don't have alternative.
Okay.
We don't have. It must be them.
Okay.
It must be them.
And since then, I think they've not been able to do it in the past 15, 20 years. But the impression that they will do it now. Especially when they have sympathy, when we have sympathizers in the military.
But they are praising. They are praising the new defense minister.
Okay.
Christopher Musa.
Okay.
So Christopher Musa, with his new position, should be able to reorganize.
Now, talking about the new defense minister, Christopher Musa. Take out the American involvement that happened yesterday, Christmas Day. How far do you think he has gone in, putting a wedge on insecurity in the past month that he got appointed as Minister of Defense?
For me,
visible improvement.
For me, I've not really seen anything apart from the release of the Niger abductees, because there was a bomb at the mosque.
Okay.
Understand? So for me, there's no significant change.
So the people that are praising him, on what ground are they praising him? You just said that some people are praising him.
He was being praised. The way people are praising him, I was even is it the same Musa
that was the defense minister
that was sacked? That was sacked. Let us put that word. Sacked.
Okay, now you are the one saying sacked.
He was sacked now.
Okay.
He was sacked, and the chief of army staff
was he sacked or he retired? He was retired.
He was sacked.
Okay, he was sacked.
He was sacked.
And now brought back as Minister of Defense.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, people are praising him. People are wondering why they are praising him.
I said, then I called him a new improved Musa, and I asked a question. What training did he undergo in the last 1 month? What book did he read in the last 1 month? What intelligence that he gathered in the last 1 month while people are celebrating him? Understand?
Okay.
So for me, when you praise people so much, they will lose focus.
Okay.
Because this is a very sensitive job, and the country is on fire.
Now, Dr. Anosike, before we leave this topic, you don't think that this American involvement will eventually result in a long-drawn war, war of attrition, as we have seen in some parts of the country, in some parts of the world, where America got involved in?
No, it will not.
It will not.
It will not.
Okay, why do you think it will not?
It will not, because this is a peculiar problem. In the other countries, they were accepted.
Okay.
In the other countries, they were accepted. But Nigeria is a different country.
Okay.
Those people cannot operate in the Southwest.
Okay.
The Southwest will give them away.
Okay.
South will do the same.
Okay.
Even North Central, understand? North Central will not accept them. More or less South, and Southeast.
Okay, so when you hear that that Iraq, Afghanistan, probably Yemen, that unraveled, do you think that it was all part of Iraq, all parts of Afghanistan, and all parts of
but
they are always
those areas
centers,
are more nuclear than Nigeria.
Okay.
Understand me? Those areas, at least, all of them have the same religion, one major religion.
Now, talking about the sympathies for these people, we hear some northern elders in the past say, look, any attack on terrorists, any attack on Boko Haram is an attack against the North. It's an attack on our people.
That's what
Buhari
said. That's what Buhari said.
Yes.
Because he was contesting the election.
Gumi is saying.
But now that can't happen again because America is
involved.
It's involved.
And a lot has changed as far as they're concerned. All right. Now, Dr. Anosike, let's get into our second topic of discussion. The House of Representatives has begun reviewing Nigeria's newly passed tax reform laws following public backlash and allegations that some provisions were altered after legislative approval. According to House spokesperson Akiro Timi, a committee was inaugurated to trace the sequence of events surrounding the passage, gazetting and handling of the laws, including any possible lapses, irregularities, or external interference. Rotimi also disclosed that the National Assembly has directed the clerk to re-gazette the acts and issue certified true copies of the versions officially passed by both chambers. He urged Nigerians to allow the Assembly's internal review processes to run their course without speculation. The review follows claims by Sokoto lawmaker Abdul Samad Zatuki that the gazetted versions differed from what lawmakers debated and approved, where the affected laws include Nigerian Tax Act, the Nigerian Tax Administration Act, Joint Revenue Board of Nigeria Act, and the Nigerian Revenue Service Act, all of 2025. In response to the controversy, opposition figures, labor unions, and provisional bodies have called for a suspension of the laws ahead of their planned January 1, 2026 implementation, while the federal government maintains that the reforms will strengthen Nigeria's fiscal system and reduce the tax burden on vulnerable citizens. What do you think is playing out here? Does it look like the federal government is surreptitiously, trying to smuggle in the original through the same National Assembly that blew the lead? You are very conversant with this story.
That's exactly what is going on.
Okay.
That's exactly what is going on. This is an issue of manipulation and forgery. This is an issue of manipulation and forgery because I was able to lay my hand through the social media of the one that was passed by the National Assembly and the one that they gazetted. An instance, there's where in the National Assembly they had 25 million. In that of the gazetted, it had 50 million.
Okay.
Understand?
Discrepancy.
Yeah, yes. So, and it was deliberate.
Okay.
So, because they lack the capacity to grow the economy, they lack the capacity to grow wealth. So, all they want to do is to tax the people
to raise funds.
To raise funds. And the KPMG has warned them more than 2 years ago that no country can tax itself to prosperity. So, for me, I don't know what they are now saying that they should. Has the amendments been done? Understand? Has the scheme practice been been completed? Because the committee that was set up, has they done their work? Understand? So the issue is this: for me, they say whoever comes to equity must come with clean hands. There's no way we begin that to pay that a tax that has a lot of manipulation. So I'm in agreement with those that are calling for the suspension until the right thing.
Now I want to read to you what Rotimi Aki said. He said that the National Assembly has directed the clerk to re-gazette the act and issue certified true copies of the versions officially passed by both chambers. What he's saying tacitly is that, look, there was an alteration.
It's
And
confirmation.
It's a confirmation.
It's a
In an
confirmation.
admission that there was an alteration. Now, the question would be, now, who ordered that alteration? Because some lawyers
Because
have said,
there
this is
ought to
high
be
crime.
consequences.
There ought to be consequences.
There
because
ought to
if
be
there are no
consequences.
consequences, it will not deter anybody.
Yes,
People
yes.
will get into this.
There
kind of
ought to
time
be
next time.
consequences because the National Assembly has confirmed that what they sent was manipulated, and the person that did it shouldn't be allowed that to go
Now,
scot-free.
from your understanding of how things play out in Nigeria, do you think that the president was ambushed? Probably he didn't know about the alterations and he just signed the bill into an act. Is there a possibility that, they will just walk to him and say, Mr. President, it's okay? Of course, you'd expect that he wouldn't have time to read through all of that and he would just sign.
Well, for me, at times I pity the president, not just Tinubu as a
Or the
man,
president.
because this 24-hour job.
More like a surveillance.
So this 24-hour job, how many documents will you read? So that's why he has advisors
Okay.
who will go through, understand, scrutinize, check every word to make sure that everything is in order before bringing it to the table. It's just like the pardon issue.
Okay.
There's no way Tinubu would have known everybody on that list and the offense they committed. But he relies on his attorney
General.
general. And once he tells him that this is okay, the next thing is to sign. So, and this Taiwo Oyedele, to me, is punching more than he can chew.
Now, when people talk about Taiwo Oyedele is not a member of the National Assembly. He doesn't work for the president. He doesn't have to ascend that bill.
No, the National Assembly has done their job and now passed to the government.
Okay.
Understand? And this man can go there to do a lot of bad things.
Okay.
Understand? He was even saying that the president has no power to change what is in that this thing, in the tax
in the tax bill.
bill.
Exactly. He's on point if he says that the president doesn't have power, to change that. Because the law should be assented to as passed by the National Assembly.
So for me, there should be an investigation because a lot of things are happening. They'll come and issue a statement and nothing will happen. Mind you, when Christopher Musa came on board, he said that he's going to investigate who gave the order for that's for the security guarding the KB schools. Why they left there 30 minutes before they were kidnapped. Up to now, we've not
Up to now, we don't have
anything.
Now, Dr. Anosike, both sides are talking tough. Nigerians, opposition versus the government. The people insist it must not take off. And the government is saying, look, there's no way. There was no alteration in the first place. And the government is saying...
But Akim has confirmed the
has
alteration.
confirmed there was an alteration. And that's the legislature,
Yes.
confirming. And we have people in government say, look, this is just noise, political noise from the opposition. And we have people talking tough. Whatever you do, the president's handler saying, this tax law must take effect from January 1. What do you see coming?
And they will start paying from their pockets. Those who want to implement should start paying first, understand? So, Rotimi, cannot, he's from Ekiti.
Okay.
Where the Senate leader, Bamidele, came from. So, he cannot be in the opposition. Understand? He cannot be in the opposition. Now, power belongs to the people. The people have said suspend this until the right thing is done.
Okay.
So if they want to go on a suicide mission, fine and good.
Now, there was a protest on Wednesday, day before yesterday, 23rd December, though it was feeble, pockets of protest against the tax law. Now, do you see an intense resistance coming anytime in January?
No,
possibility that
if they try that to force it on Nigerians, it will not work.
Well, how will it work? How? I want to understand. How will it work? Because, these things are based on technology. You are somewhere, you have an account in the bank, and all of a sudden, bam, bam, you hear some deductions in your account.
In the
so
bank.
what will you do? Yes.
I'll go to the bank.
Because that's part.
I will go to the
that's
bank.
part of the altered clauses.
I will go to the bank and ask what happened to my money.
Okay.
I'll go to the bank
When
and
the bank
ask.
tells you that it was taken by FIRO, and what will you do?
Until then.
Until then.
Until then. If they want to impose it on Nigerians, it will not work. Okay. They will be going on a suicide mission.
On a suicide mission. Okay, I understand that it will not work, but how will Nigerians prevent?
Mind you, campaign is taking off officially from January 15.
Okay. So you think that they will not try anything, funny with Nigeria?
Watch it now.
Okay. Now, Dr. Anosike, there's a development because the Ogun State Police Command has arrested 8 suspects over an alleged breach of public peace, unlawful assembly, obstruction of traffic, and assault on police officers following a disturbance linked to the Democratic Republic of Yoruba group in parts of Sango, Ota, that's in Ogun State. The incident reportedly occurred on Thursday yesterday, with the arrest confirmed by the police public relations officer DSP Oluseyi Babasheyi in a statement made available to journalists on Friday this morning. According to Babasheyi, the disturbance took place at Temidire Junction and the underbridge area of Sangota, where members of the group allegedly barricaded roads and disrupted vehicular movement. He stated that on 25th December 2025, Christmas Day, at Temidire Junction and under the bridge, Sangota, a group agitating under the aegis of Democratic Republic of Yoruba unlawfully barricaded roads, set bonfires, disrupted free flow of traffic, and attacked the police officers deployed to maintain law and order. Now, this is coming from Babasheyi's statement. He explained that police operatives were promptly mobilized to restore calm in the affected area. So upon receiving the report, police operatives swiftly mobilized to the affected locations, successfully dispersed the group, and arrested the following suspects: Adewale Sushanya, aged 48, a male; Obayemi Oladotu, male, aged 31; Zara Gabriel, female, aged 22; Ajoke Gabriel, female, aged 19; and Adewala Adejombo, female, aged 48. Yusuf Tanimowo, male, aged 40. Olurotimi Ademola, male, aged 52, and Toyi Gabriel, female, aged 40, it read. But the police spokesperson further disclosed that several items, I beg your pardon, were recovered from the suspects during the operation. Dr. Anosike, what do you call this? What is it? What's the meaning of this?
It's a separationist group and nothing more.
Okay.
It's a separationist group and nothing more. That's why Nigerians should be thinking of competence and not where somebody comes from.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay, so you think that if we had competent leaders, there wouldn't be need for agitation?
There wouldn't be need for agitation. This is out of frustration. IPOB is out of frustration. If Nigeria is working, nobody will be saying that I want a republic outside Nigeria. I want a sovereignty outside Nigeria. So this is the Southwest, where all the presidents come from. Understand? Where Obasanjo ruled for 8 years. Oshibajo was VP for 8 years, and Tinubu has been president for the past 2.5 years. And the people are now forming their own republic of Yoruba. So they are doing it because of frustration. If the government is working, if Nigeria is working, there will be no need for all this. So that's why our focus should be the person that will turn Nigeria around for good.
Now, you're surprised that this is happening, from the Southwest. Incidentally, the president also comes from the Southwest. We had a Goodluck Jonathan, as vice president. I recall that you mentioned Yemi Oshibanjo, who served as vice president for 8 years. We had a Goodluck Jonathan who served as vice president for 2 years and later president for 6 years. And under his watch, there was militancy in the Niger Delta. The people were agitating. So what has this got to do with Tinubu becoming from the Southwest?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. If we have, now, Southwest should be these people that we should expect this kind of agitation from. Because the other part will feel why that the president is from their country. I mean, it's from their own side of the country. But it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Obasanjo, for 8 years, did not build the road from Lagos to Ota. So that president come from your own ethnic group will not turn it to heaven.
Okay.
Go to Otueke, where Jonathan come from. Understand? There's nothing special about it, before and after Jonathan.
Now, before you
president.
get to Otueke, you have to pass through the East-West Road.
The
East-West Road, which is the major road. linking
which is the
East
major
and
road
West. And-
needing there.
And for the 6 years he was in government,
Nothing was done.
In fact, it was on that particular road that his mother-in-law died, resulting from accident.
Okay, so that's why we should focus on competent people being at the helm of affairs in the country, and not my tribesman. Understand? My religious man. Understand? So for me, if Nigeria is working, this will not be happening.
Okay.
And one of the ways that Nigeria will work is through devolution of powers. That's one of the ways that Nigeria can work. Devolution of powers. Let the regions or the geopolitical zones have a control of the things under their soil. Let equity down. Let them have equity with government, how much they will be paying to the center.
Okay.
This will bring activity in the regions. It will bring competition, and there will be development. All these agitations will stop.
Okay, all these agitations will stop. According to Dr. Anosike, if there is resource control and devolution of powers to the subunits, the issue of agitation, we want to separatist movement and all of that will come to an end. And I'll take that as its concluding thought. Well, I must say a very big thank you to you, Dr. Peter Anosike, for being part of Political Lens. I appreciate you as always. We've been speaking with Dr. Peter Anosike. He's a fellow. Now, on behalf of the backroom staff, technical director, the bus manager, sound engineer, and the engines manager, I am Chukwuma Okoro. Up next is Issues with Nnenna Ndimduto. On top of the hour, 7 o'clock. Please do stay with us. And for me, it's enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you Monday morning, 8 o'clock on the morning show. Bye for now.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
2564 is coming up on Barney 9, right?
The 2564 Atlantic Tower.
What happens in the hush behind hangar doors? Who signs the papers that gamble with lives? Which truths were grounded before they even ever had wings? If you've ever buckled a seatbelt at 30,000 feet, if you've ever stared out of that tiny window and wondered who's really in control of the skies, it isn't just flight, it's power, it's politics, it's pressure sealed in steel. We're peeling back the clouds from runway risks to sky-high secrets. We're diving deep where most dare not to look. Aviation Scope, every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Voice of the People TV. We don't just report, we reveal. We don't just ask, we uncover. Because when it comes to the skies, ignorance is turbulence. Aviation Scope, the sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
Welcome to the locker room, the home of football talk that matters. I am Jerry Arpillon. Join us every weekday, Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Nigerian time, as we share the hot takes and hot debates in the exciting